Hello everyone, welcome to part 46 of my Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin walkthrough, or not walkthrough, playthrough. And today we will be finishing up the Iron Keep. In this episode and most likely next episode. To do with the fire platform chests, I've given up on them. At least for the time being. I'll come back when I have better stats and equipment. Because part of the reason I was probably taking so much damage was because of how low my fucking intelligence and faith were. Or are. I'm not respecking. Not yet. I'll come back once I'm later into the game and either there's some farmable soul vessels where I have more of them, and I'll come back, specifically level those two things and vitality, so I can wear proper armor and shit, and I'll have better, just straight up better fire defense, resistance, I guess. There's no fucking way I'm making that. Absolutely not. It's completely impossible for the way my build is right now. Because these fucking retards that made this goddamn game thought it was a great idea. Because you had to have high or decent fucking instant faith to even stand a chance of getting past this. Because even with fucking a fire ring and high fire resistance gear, it's still not even remotely close to enough. So fucking God, it just doesn't make any sense. The rewards aren't even that good. I don't know what's in the first chest, but I know in the second chest it's just Chaos Storm. Like, for something that takes that much fucking build, that much preparation to actually get, why is it something that only like one build type will even fucking use? Why not make it an Estus Shard or Sublime Bone Dust? I know if it was those things, I sure as hell wouldn't be giving up now. Do you use something other than that fucking combo, dickhead? We're gonna need this open for later so we can access the Belfry Soul, which is another area. Also, we get the Thunder Quartz Ring +1. Speaking of, that's gonna be one item that I have to read out, and the Black Steel Katana as well. Right there, when you go down this little indent, there's a bonfire there. Do not go to it yet unless you're ready to go to this Belfry Soul and you don't care about the Iron Keep. Or you'd rather soul first before the Iron Keep, like if you're looking for a specific weapon or something. Black Steel Katana, wielded by Alon Knights, one of the sturdiest types of katana, preferred by masters of the quick draw. In the heyday of his land, the old Iron King fancied entertaining dubious and eccentric guests from faraway lands. Most of them were charlatans, but among the riffraff was an unusual knight from the Far East. He trained the Iron King's men in the sword in obeisance to his new lord. By the way, that's a boss later. It's kind of like a souped-up version of these. He might be the Belfry Soul boss, actually, thinking about it. I don't know. Thunder Quartz Ring. A ring bestowed upon students of a certain standard at the Malphian Magic Academy. Its lightning quartz increases lightning damage, or defense. Pyraments or Glocking crafted so many of these replicas that they became widespread, such that his fellow magicians harshly scolded him for undermining lessons gained from harsh training. Okay. See, there's the bonfire. We'll come back after at the end of the episode after we beat the Old Iron King, so we can get the soul area ready or whatever. You know what I mean. So we can see the start of the area. We'll come back in another episode to actually explore the full area. I'm gonna go back over here. I probably should have done this ahead of time. I can think about it. And pull this lever. Also, I forgot that item. I'm gonna fuck. Why can't I walk over that like literal like 1 inch bump or whatever? It's dumb. Long night leggings. We'll be able to turn off these fire traps a little bit later. Specifically, if you didn't want to grab that key right on top of the fire turret thing earlier in the level, right at the start. You'll be able to get that soon. Or not really soon, it's right at the end of this area, so I guess it's not particularly useful, but night helm. Actually, I should probably do the Alone Night here. Forgot to do them. Actually, I'll do it after the invasion. Yeah, we're getting an invasion here. Great arrow. Oliver the Collector. It's not too bad. It's really slow. So mentally and physically. Oh, fuck. I did not know he had that. I didn't know he had the chicken wing. Let's turn my timer on. 1 sec. Okay. Right, Alon stuff. Alon Knight Helm. Helm worn by Alon Knights. The bonds of the Alon Knights who served the Old Iron King were mightier than the lance iron. But in the end, the Knights were subsumed by the flames that brought the castle down. With how many of these enemies that are in this area, you're gonna get the entire set, most likely. Alon Captain Armor. Armor worn by the captain of the Alon Knights, or Alon Knights, the accoutrements or accoutrements of the Alon Knights who served the Old Iron King, were created with an advanced casting technique. They remain solid and handsomely crafted. The design is sought after the armor worn by an unusual knight who trained the Iron King's men in the sword. He was said to have deserted his liege after bearing witness to his descent into depravity. The rest is just the same. Yeah. This is just another one of those healing waters. I guess if you're low on health, might as well. Because I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the point where we can farm the lockstones, but I'd suggest not bothering. It's not worth it. It'd be a waste of lockstones. This is a lot worse looking than it actually is, because they're slow as fucking fire and die really quickly. As long as you're using a decent sword, you should be fine. Spice. And we have the Black Knight Great Axe. Great Axe wielded by knights who served a Lord of Light in a long-forgotten age. Even after their flesh was charred by flame, they remained as strong as ever and stood watch, challenging visitors to the land. I shouldn't even go slower. I almost walked right off. This is the only way to get down unless you use a Homeward Bone, the permanent version of that, or the Dark Sign. But I'd suggest you go down this way. It's not as hard as it looks. It's certainly nerve-wracking, but it's not as bad as it looks. Just gotta go slowly. Point this item. You technically already have access to the +1 version. I just forgot to grab it. I hate platforms like this. It's so fucking nerve-wracking. And now we're back to where that turtle knight was earlier. It really isn't that big. It's just annoying in some ways. I don't think there's anything else I have to do. That's my knowledge, at least. That was right. Fuck, I have high agility, otherwise I would have gotten hit by that. And we're right at the end, pretty much. And this is shorter than I thought it was. Don't bother picking up that item because we're right next, pretty much right next to the lever that fixes this area. I could have sworn this area was bigger. I might be missing something. And so, Old Iron Keep isn't that bad. It's definitely exaggerated by people. Definitely say the gutter is infinitely worse than this area. This area just has some annoying things. Like, it definitely has a bit of enemy spam, but I guess it's supposed to teach you to be a little slow and try to take battles a little more carefully. Boss hits you with fire way more than physical attacks. But I remember it's this, which is my highest defense, from what I remember. Yeah, it's a big enough difference. It's not worth the fire resistance. And one thing I kind of wish is I wish sets of armor had similar stats. Because it's kind of annoying when one piece of armor is just objectively better or worse than the others. Like, yeah, in this case it looks kind of interesting. There are plenty of examples where for some reason one piece just is way fucking worse than the rest. If you get what I mean. I guess it's not really that big of a deal, but it's just annoying. Especially because it makes it harder to tell which set will be better for something. Certain pieces may be better than other pieces. Like how the Veil armor, or the Black Witch set. Like, the chest piece is amazing with fire resistance, but the gauntlets and or skirt, I guess, isn't anywhere near as good. I don't think there's anything else. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. I'll just go on. Fuck it. I'll use a burr red to start. This guy's not too bad, it's just a slow fight. It takes a while for him to actually use attacks that you can punish. Sometimes. At least it was like that for me. Careful of that lava pit there. Okay, not really. Fucking lingering hitbox, come on. This is what I mean, he just kind of sits there and spams fire attacks. Come on, dude. I dodged for sure. There we go. That's kind of what I mean by he just kind of fucking spams fire. It's really annoying. An unnecessarily slow fight. Okay, Old Iron King's soul, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Soul of the Old Iron King who succumbed to the flames that swallowed his castle. The Iron King's flesh was charred and his soul possessed by the things that lurk below. Excuse me. Use the special soul of the Old King to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. I don't remember what you can make with this. I don't think I've ever seen it, actually. It's like, he didn't have a weapon. It's probably some sort of pyromancy. this is the end of the area. And then there's the entrance to one of the DLCs. Probably the old or the place with the old chaos. I forget what it's called. The Ivory King DLC, that one. It's probably that. I'm gonna go back, open up the Belfry Soul, and then we're gonna go get the gold covetous ring +1. So I should probably read the description of that too, shouldn't I? I need to stop doing so many episodes at once. I just like doing areas. I'll probably do the Belfry Soul today, finish it up so I have enough videos at least for the rest of the main week in case something happens. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, a gold ring depicting the snake, both the servant and manifestation of the god of desire Zinder. Greed is traditionally viewed as a vice, but only a coward sees every chance as something to fear. I guess that makes sense. For the time being, I'm probably only going to be leveling Vit until I can run pretty much the entire Havel set and the Smelter Head. Also, oh, I didn't do the fucking... God, I keep reading the description, sorry about that. Smelter Demon Helm. Helm of the Smelter Demon, a great mass of iron that was given life. High fire defense. The old Iron King was possessed of a great bounty of ore, but was considered by a creature that rose from the infernal depths of the earth. I apologize that I keep forgetting these, but then again, you can just kind of go to the wiki if you're really interested. Okay. As you can see, all the fire turrets or whatever are gone. Or are off. And you know what would be a good way of solving the fucking fire platforms? If you could just dump a fucking giant bucket of water on them or something, or a bunch of dirt. That would kind of go over top and allow you to actually go there without having a lot of fire defense. That'd fix it, but why use the easy solution? I don't think there's anything of note up top until we go to the soul itself. So we will go to start. We'll go get that plus the gold ring +1. And then we'll go level up as well. And then we'll end the episode. Next time, at least I think we'll be doing the Belfry Soul. See, he was. Should be right. Yep.
Well. Very well.
Don't fucking sneak up on me like that, dummy. You can sneak up on me. Not while I have headphones on. Oh yeah, right, talk.
Here.
Thank you, dude.
Very well.
It's very helpful, actually. And then we'll go level up. And then we're done with the Iron Keep. Yay. This area is definitely exaggerated in difficulty. A lot of this game is. The only part of the game I'd say that lived up to what people said was the gutter, and that's more because I think people talked about the gulch way more than the gutter. Or I saw the gameplay of like 50 fucking poison projectiles flying past the player. just assume that was way worse than anything else in the game. So I dreaded the Gulch, but not the gutter, even though it should have been reversed. The worst area so far is definitely the gutter. And then after I'd say actually probably No Man's Wharf, because darkness is annoying as fuck. I don't know why people, like game designers, decide to make so many areas that you just can't see in. As if that's any fun. I mean, like, yeah, maybe if you did something with it, like important. Not important, something unique with it, but and they don't. It just makes it unnecessarily difficult. And it just makes the area no fun to play. If I do this, I can probably... No, okay. Get that, though. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Definitely a lot tankier like this. Okay, well, that should be it for this. Actually, I have some souls. Let's check to see if I can level up them. Probably not, though. No, not even close. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day and stay safe.